Hello everyone, welcome to DLI's video of how to do the factory reset on the Sony Wi-Fi. My name is Carla from DLI and Kim is manning the camera for us today.
Hello.
Hello. So we're going to just show you how to do this. So the factory reset, just as a review from the training that we did out at the branches, the factory reset is done when the customer is returning the Sony Wi-Fi e-reader into the library. And what it does is it wipes off all of the customer's information from the Sony Wi-Fi. So it takes out their Adobe ID, takes out any personal information they've entered in. It takes the Sony Wi-Fi back to the out-of-the-box state and makes sure that their information is secure. Okay, so this is what we do on the check-in. And I will just bring this up here. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is actually turn off the e-reader. So it was in sleep mode. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to hold down just slightly here the bottom power button, and it says device shutdown. Are you sure you want to completely power off, shut down the device? And yes, we do. So I just tap on the yes here, and then we give it a little bit of time to shut down. In the meantime, I would like to also say hello to our lovely Crowbots from DLI, our tiny crocheted robots that the very talented Kim has made herself, who are also assisting with this video. Okay, so we wait and we wait, and we have a little bit of a rest until it shuts down. There we go. So the screen has turned black and then blank, so we know that the device is shut off. And what we're going to do now is turn on the Sony Wi-Fi one more time, but it's at this point that we have to be very careful about the button pushing sequence that we're about to perform to do the factory reset. So you might remember this from the e-reader training that we did at Branches as the finger dance. So the finger dance, just to model it on here, what we do, I'm going to put it flat for a sec just to show you the process one time up close here. What we do is we press down on both buttons on either side of the home button, lift up the right, press it once, and then lift up the left. Okay, so I'll show you that in sequence where it appears in the process of turning the e-reader back on. So we've shut down the device completely. Now we're going to power it back on here. So we're going to push the power button one more time, and we'll flip it up here. And once we see this Sony Reader opening book, I'm going to press down on either side of the home button. So I'm going to press the two buttons on either side of the home button, and I have to hold these buttons down. I have to hold them down for a little while. So we hold them down for the whole process where it's opening up the book. Thank you, Kim. We're going to see these little arrows as it continues to load, but I keep holding down. I'm not going to let go. And here's our home screen, but we keep holding down, and what we're looking for is in the upper left-hand corner, there's the little loading, the word loading, and those two arrows that show that it's loading. As soon as that disappears, that's when we're going to do the finger dance. So here we go. Lift up, press, and up again. That's what we want to see. So it asks, would you like to execute factory initialize? Yes, we would. So we tap on yes. Okay. And then we wait again a little bit as it shuts down and does its thing. So while we're waiting, I'm just going to show you one more time what the sequence was with the buttons. So both fingers, press down on either side, we wait and we wait and we wait. We lift up one finger, the right finger, press it, and then lift off the other finger. Okay? So we wait a little bit more. No big deal. We relax with our e-reader. Thank it for doing such a wonderful job helping our customers learn about e-readers, all of our e-books that we have. There we go. So there's our blank screen. It's shut off now. And one more time, we're going to turn it back on. So at this stage, what we're going to do is turn on the device and set it up so that it's ready to go on to the next library. So we're going to set the language that it's in, we're going to set the date and time, and I always forget if there's anything else that we said.
Country and mountain time.
Country and mountain time, yes, thank you. So we're going to set it up so that it's ready to go when it gets to the next location. And when the customer comes in to pick it up, they always arrive in the same state, ready to be authorized and to download books so that it's easier for staff. You know, we can know the state that it's coming into when we're going to check it out. So we wait for a second because it's been brought back down to its out-of-the-box settings, so it's thinking a little bit here. And what it asks us for first is the menu language. So we choose English, the first one, and we're just going to tap in the little circle that's beside English, and it'll move us on to the next page. So country region, we're going to choose Canada, the second one from the top. So here we go. Just tap the circle beside. Time zone, we're going to choose Mountain Time because Edmonton is in Mountain Time. There we go. And now we are going to use the plus and minus arrows to choose the date and the time setting. So today is July 3rd, so I'm just going to tap the little plus arrow to move through my months until we get to July. And we're going to go up to the 3rd, and we're 2012. So we move up 1 year. Now our time, we recommend checking a computer or some kind of electronic device just to make sure we have the most accurate time possible. So Kim's showing me her phone. It is 4:16. So I'm using the plus arrow again just to go up slowly here. 11, 12, 13. There we go. And it's not AM, it is PM. So I'm going to switch the AM over to PM just by tapping it once. And that's it. So we have the date and the time set. And we say OK. And it is important to get those correct because it will cause problems if you're trying to download ebooks and the date and time aren't correct. Basically, our ebook vendors will think that you might be trying to cheat them out of some time for the lending period. And they'll detect that something is up, and you will probably get an error message. So here is our familiar home screen for the Sony Wi-Fi. And we do recommend that if you want to be really sure that you've done the finger dance properly and that the device has been totally reset, all of the customer's information is wiped off, their Adobe ID isn't entered in there, any notes they've written, any books they've checked out, all of it's wiped off the device. That's how we want it to be. What you can do just to double check, tap on the arrow to the next screen. Oh, there we go. And then just under the settings here, under where it says system, this settings button, we're going to tap on it. And then the second one up from the bottom says about. We're going to just tap on that one. And here we're going to go into the very first one, the device information. So we're going to tap on that one. And this is the page that we want to see. So what we're looking for is right here for Adobe DRM. It says this device is not yet authorized for Adobe DRM content. That's the message that you want to see so that you know the factory initialization, the factory reset has been performed properly. Okay, so this one is ready to go on to the next customer. And that's it. That's how you do the factory reset. If you have any questions or you run into trouble, don't hesitate to contact DLI. We are more than happy to help. Have a good day.
Bye.